Let's record. All right, welcome to the Baldwin quarterly meeting here. Let's go ahead and get started. So here's our mission statement. Mission at Baldwin is to be the leading performance company that attracts customers by exceeding their highest expectations each and every day. In order to maintain such an elite status, every employee at Baldwin strives to provide our customers with an unprecedented value found within each sensor that is distributed. We ensure that each of our products surpasses the quality of our competitors, yet are priced below average, allowing our customers to improve their performance and efficiency by providing a variety of technological solutions for businesses across the globe. Baldwin aspires to redesign the world of technology.
My name is Christina Riepnoff, and my role at Baldwin is as a software developer. I introduce new product ideas to Baldwin that will increase sales, so I focus mainly on R&D decisions in the company.
My name is Caleb Sheriff. I'm the Chief Financial Officer at Baldwin. I ensure that Baldwin's income is outperforming the yearly expenses and project future cash flow when introducing new products.
I'm Nick Stern. I'm the Director of Operations here at Baldwin. So I oversaw the long-term operational strategies that ensured that we were maximizing productivity, performance, and also ensuring that we made a profit.
I'm Caitlin Sullivan, and my role at Baldwin is the Director of Marketing, and I'm in charge of making sure that the marketing that's created for each of our new products is going to be able to boost our market exposure and increase our sales. So overall, in our foundation fast track, you can see that in round 2, Baldwin was forced to take an emergency loan. Ultimately, that did hinder our profits. But in the following rounds, we did make different decisions that helped bring us out of our deficit, and our sales and revenue and numbers continue to climb.
In our analyst report, we had our highest score of a 720 in round 8. We were averaging in the 400 or 500s. So we were able to improve that by obviously not taking out emergency loans. Our margins significantly improved after round 6. We increased our automation levels significantly, while we also increased our awareness and our marketing budgets as well. So our customer satisfaction and awareness of our products was significantly increased, allowing for more satisfied customers as well, which helped our analyst scores.
So for our balanced scorecard, we started off with kind of a rocky start with scores around in the 50s and the 40s, but then we built up consistently to get to our best scores in round 7 and round 8 at 60. Our main problem was that we had too much left over in the inventory.
As you can see in the market share, we did pretty well in that area. We were able to do above average. And as you can tell, our potential market share was only 10.3%, and we ended up with 10.9% in our actual market share in units. And then the stock market, as you can see, we did pretty well in that area too. We were able to close with $43.71, and we were able to pay dividends of 69 cents. And as you can tell, we were able to beat some competitors like Erie, and we were able to compete with Chester.
Our high-tech segment, while we only had one product in our high-tech segment, it was our better performing segment. Boomer was our high-tech products, and so we had a customer survey score of 35, which was higher, the highest that we had in any high-tech round. And as you can see, our list price of $41.99 is slightly below the average price for the high-tech segment in about the $42.50, $43 range. So while we did have a little bit lower MTBF, we were able to counteract that with a little bit lower price and increase our sales in the process. So our customer accessibility ended up being 82% at the end, while our awareness was at 98%, and that stayed relatively consistent throughout the last 5 or 6 rounds. And as you can see, we did have 11% market share in the high tech with Boomer, and Baker did clear up the rear with 2% market share, selling a little over 175 units to that segment as well.
And then, as you can see in our bond market summary, we had an overall rating of a B, whereas most of our competitors were rating a C or a D. So overall, we were definitely leaders within this category.
For the final inventories, Baker, we produced 908, or we sold 908 units, and we had 113 left over, so we did pretty good. And with Boomer, we also sold 992 and only had 113 left over. Now, as with our product Boom, We sold about 50%, so we could have made less.
Overall, we were pretty successful. Like we mentioned earlier, in our market share, we were able to reach 13%. Overall, it was the third highest company, so that was pretty successful. We also had a 13.8% return on equity, which made us the second leading company in regard to the ROE.
Couple of things we struggled with were our profits. Cumulative profits were relatively low in the industry. We ended up being second in our industry as far as cumulative profits go. While that did hinder, it was hindered by an emergency loan in round 2, so we got off to a little bit of a rough start. So in the beginning, if we could have started a little bit faster, a little bit more effective and profitable, we could have easily outperformed most of the other companies in our industry.
So from this experience, I learned that there's no right way to run a company. It's a lot of trial and error, and learning from mistakes is the key to running a successful company.
I learned that you're allowed to make mistakes when running a company. Mistakes always happen, and it's about how you can bounce back from those mistakes you made.
I developed all encompassing knowledge on business management while learning how to effectively introduce new products. And after a couple hiccups, I learned that managing R&D costs, marketing costs, and boosting awareness were just as important as the new product itself.
Throughout the entire simulation, I think that I developed a much better understanding of all of the different moving parts within a business and how making any slight adjustment, even to just one of those variables, can completely change the entire process. And I also think that it was some great points mentioned earlier about learning from your mistakes. Don't be afraid to fail. You can always bounce back.
Overall, we ended up being a profitable company, and we were able to compete in our industry, and we're proud of the work we have done. Thank you.